Anytime you're ready.
Okay, aloha, I'm Don Wasson. I'm from the Ahupo of La'iawai. I'm a kupuna, an elder. And we're here because of the the claim by Hawaii Reserves Incorporated that they own these lands that have been in my family's for over a century. Okay, so what they've done is they've come here, brought surveyors, and then placed telephone poles and barbed wire, and showing that you know, their hostile action against Native Hawaiians. But this land has been in our family, and the sitting county came to make what's the word? They make a claim for public or eminent domain because there are lots of flooding here. So to protect the families here and other people in the community besides us, the sitting county needed access into the river to clean the stream whenever it gets clogged up. So they went and condemned our land and only came to get access, not ownership of the land. Today what we see is Hawaii Resorts Incorporated is making a claim on eminent land that was made by the city. And so they're making claims that they have a right to it. So they bring police officers and they, bully my cousin-in-law to get off their land, and that they will come and destroy anything that is hers if she doesn't move. So we have come here to stop them from doing this. But what is more important and significant for Native Hawaiians and for Kanaka Maoris is this. You see, what Hawaii Reserves Incorporated is not saying is there is a sacred site. We as Kanakas know about this sacred site. See, along Kahawaii New Stream, where they're trying to block us, there's a wahipana, a sacred site. And it's called Pa'eo Mulivai. And if you study Hawaiian history, this Pa'eo Mulivai is the place where Hauvahine, a goddess, used to come. So the story is, this migration begins in Ewa Beach. It's the migration of the Anai, the mullet. The mullet does this run every year. It runs from Ewa Beach, goes into Honolulu, goes around Makapu'u, goes into Kailua, and it is at Kailua that this goddess named Hauvahine joins this school of fish. She swims she swims from there into Kahana Bay, around into Hau'ula until they come to Laie. And then the school of fish, then she leaves the school of fish and she swims up Kahawaii Stream. She swims up Kahawaii Stream and she enters this place called Pa'eo Pond. And what happens is when she's in residence, the people in the community know that the leaves of the tree fall on the water to say that she's in residence. And when she's no longer there, there's no leaves in the water. So when she comes up the river, the school of fish goes to this place called, it's over there by Malaikahana. And the school fish, the anai or the mullet, disappears for a few days, a couple of weeks. And then it comes back and it returns back to the same route that it came to go back to Ewa Beach. And this is an annual event. But this is the part that is important to Hawaiians, this Wahipana, the sacred site. And it's about us as Kuleana landowners and as Kanakas that we malama this mo'olelo, these stories. We malama the Wahipana, the sacred sites. Because in all of this, it's teaching us how to take care of the land, the people, and the natural resources. What Hawaii Reserves Incorporated is interested in development, shopping mall, businesses, and development of housing. Yeah, development of housing, we understand that. But you're supposed to take care of the people in your community first, who they have the greatest demand for housing, because the generation is here and the community is expanding. But what the entities are trying to do is they're looking at investments, investments in making money for their investors to get a return on their investment. So we, on the other hand, our commitment is to the people we're here to serve. And it's not about Kanaka Maoli being Hawaiian only. No, it's about if you're from Hawaii, you're part of Hawaii, we all take care of each other. But these people are here like they want to have a 6 months vacation home in Hawaii during the winter months. And then they call them snowbirds. And then during the spring they want to go back to where they come from. Well, we say, well, why don't you just stay where you come from and where you belong? And so we can preserve our aina the way we know how to preserve it, rather than foreigners coming here, interpret it, destroy the land, and just, have no concept about the preservation of cultural practices, the preservation of preservation of the natural elements, taking water, preserving the water, planting, and when you plant, you plant certain time of the year. And when your plants yield, you go and prepare your food and everything, but you also share. So the idea is this is what you call a concentric flow. A concentric flow is that there has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And so we know when the fish is going to migrate, so we know that's the time. We collect the fish, we dry them, we preserve them. So when there's no food, we know that there's the food that we went to fish and dried. So now during the winter months when we cannot fish, we've got these fish. So this kind of knowledge should be appreciated and learned by non-Hawaiians so that they can understand why we were always self-sufficient. What they say we are now today, and all the different government agencies say we live a subsistence economy. The subsistence economy is their making of our community, their making of our culture, making us dependent on social and governmental handouts. You have degraded us, and these are our lands, these are our country. You've made us become slaves. And what did you do? Well, how do you do it? Well, you make our peoples believe that because they are what they label as that we're in the poverty level. And if you are in the poverty level, you qualify for food stamps, you qualify for housing supplement, you will qualify for all of the social ills of a capitalist society. We're not asking you to make us become slaves to that. You make us become that because of what you do to our lands. You condemn them, or you allow the law in your court system to have big businesses steal the lands of these people, of our people, the Kanaka Maoli. So that's why we continue to, fight the fight. We have nothing else but to do that. So I appreciate all of the families and friends that have come to support the cause. But this is a universal cause. Yeah. A universal cause of all Native people all over the world. So, the capitalist countries and the capitalist investors go into, poor countries, make all these promises, but what do? They rape all of their natural resources. Hawaii is no different. What are they taking from us? Well, our waters are being used to feed all of Waikiki for tourism, for flushing of toilet. Good water for flushing toilet? That's not what our water was made for. Our water was to what? To take care of the plants so it can feed us, to give us water for us to, as human beings to survive. But that is not what is being done here in Hawaii. So we must be strong. We must stand together. And not only for as Hawaiians, but the people of the world. We all must stand together and say no. No to capitalism. None of that. So mahalo.
Oh, mahalo, mahalo. And if anybody would like to get in touch with you, how may they reach you?
Oh, they can area code 808-780-0521. And my email is laie, Laie, kupuna, Kupuna, at yahoo.com.
And you also have a Facebook.
Oh, and I also have a Facebook.
Mahalo,
God
mahalo.
K Wasson.
Mahalo, mahalo.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Aloha.
Anybody